That's exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Look, I don't know why Kupka harbors such a grudge against Sid. But as long as it's left to fester, our world will never know peace. He has dragged the rest of Storm into this pointless war just to find me. Besides which, I'm not about to stand and watch while my home gets ground into the dirt. Hugo Kupka must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already. I don't want to lose any more. So let's go and kill the bastard.
I'm coming too. After all, we're in this together.
All right.
So, when the doc said the curse is spread, I assume that means negative effects from transforming.
We need to know what we're getting ourselves into.
But beyond negative effects, I don't really know what it's doing. Because she's not turning to stone, it seems like the bearers do.
What do you need? What do you want?
Platinum
No
sword
scratches,
plus 1.
right? And?
I think it's covered by her clothes. You think she has a stone hand. But that hand wields a sword. So I don't think the hand is petrified. That's a strong arm.
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect them.
And you'd have this someone be me.
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both.
Okay. I guess we are gonna play Death Stranding. It's time to be a delivery boy. I noticed Adolfo's arm turned ashy pale or something before he died. Yeah, and then we said what happened. He said 1,000 little bolts of lightning. So I assumed that it was just like a burn from like using lightning powers. But I could be wrong. It's not been crystal clear yet.
Might I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker or herringbone?
What did you just say to
Just some
me?
linen. 2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Bucklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is. So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, well then, be safe.
She's like, okie dokie. Good evening, everyone. What's up, Lucas? Sorry, Luca. No S. I find that it kind of like takes away from whatever mood is in the game whenever you mount up and it's like da 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 da. Like they could be like, oh my god, my brother's dead. Da 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 da. It's just like, don't play that every time. I don't think dominants are immune to the curse, but just resistant. So Sid's arm is turning to stone while he changed from lightning to Sig with his lightning powers to use a fire crystal.
That damn bird's a menace.
Safe. She meant nothing by it, I swear.
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they hardly damaged us all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that featherbrain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
Oh my god, he's an insurance fraud guy.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Bocklad, would you?
I am, but did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be
Oh,
the
please
ones
attack me.
taking it.
That would make this so much
Oi,
easier.
Killer! It's time to collect.
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that.
Come here! $26,000 damage. Take the handsome one. Reminds me of was it in Blackrock Mountain in WoW? I think it was Ren to Blackhand. He'd be like, "Hey, hit the one in the dress," which, you know, is referring to the healer.
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Can we kill him too?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the Great Lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
It's Stoneman. Thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate the support. Welcome. I also think that the petrification is when the person has reached the end part of their energy.
So, you and my mother were right.
I believe it's like Joshua, as he is not showing any signs of petrification, but the icon takes some of the energy or life force of the user. Yeah, the whole spitting out blood thing, I assumed it was like taxing their vitality, but the curse has spread thing kind of put it into a different light than what I assumed.
It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Boklad. Farewell.
The Vale is the whorehouse. So I don't know if he's just saying I have a delivery to make there, or if he's like, I got a delivery to make there.
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
He put it in the soup pocket.
That's that done then. Now it's back to Hortense with her cloth.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Man's gotta let off some steam. It's been a tense
Let's see
day.
here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost. If that devilet of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh no, oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know.
Black embroidered linen.
This one, I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but when my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh, sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
Okay. Cut from the cloth. Quest complete.
Lady
All
Hortense
right.
said she'd give us our dresses.
We must be ready to leave for Rosalith at a moment's notice.
Wonder if I should do a hunt. Let's see if we can find one more of these things after that griffin we did earlier. What's the next one? The Angel of Death. A trader coming by the way of Cair Norvent met with a troop of Cursebreakers traveling the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through their pass, the sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. Location is Clearview, Sandbrecky. Clearview. Bruh, where is it? Central Rosaria. That's Southern Sandbreck. Lawson, that's Central Sandbreck. Okay. So this area, this whole area is Sandbreck. I don't know where Clearview is. Let's go to just one of these and then look at the map. Clairview. Okay.
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Look at this place.
Okay.
Good girl.
Looking for a harpy. And those are just birds. Hey, Mark, hi, Lifex. There's something big over there. I think that might be our target. Excuse me, are you violent? Oh no, she's hot. Haruna!
That's what I think it is. This isn't gonna be easy.
Oh! Oh, I dodged that too early. Got it! Notorious Mark Slain. Big money. Clouded Eye.
Rest well. I know I will.
Hey, Muck, is it everything you thought it would be? What, the harpy? Yes. Alright. Speak with Otto. This game? Excuse me, clearing my throat. I honestly didn't have any opinions on the game before going into it. It was sponsored by a patron to try it for a day, and I was like, you know what? The story is interesting. The game is beautiful and the combat is quite
You must
fun.
be ready
I'll
to
keep
leave
playing
for
it.
Rosalith at a
So
moment's
here I am a
notice.
few days later.
Don't worry.
I'm glad they pushed me, otherwise I might not have given it a chance. You played mini FFs? This is my first one.
We're leaving for Rosalith.
Clarification. I've tried others for a few minutes and put them down. This is the longest I've played one.
But not before I know exactly what's going on. What have we heard?
All sorts. Nobody was expecting the Dalmex to open up a new front against the Empire, least of all our friends in the provinces. Reports have been rolling in from all over the place, with Gnome 2 saying the same thing. I've been passing them on to Vivian, in the hope she can make sense of them. If you're set on going, you'll want to talk to her.
Understood.
What's up, Vivian?
If it isn't my favorite pupil.
Is it time for another history
Let's
lesson?
see now. Where did we leave? Well, this is a surprise. My lectures are rarely so well attended.
You know what they say? A little knowledge, can't hurt?
We're going to Rosalith to deal with Kupka. What's the situation there?
Whoa there, Lord Rossfield. I'm sure you're champing at the bit to return to your roost. But to fully understand the present situation, one must first understand how it came to be.
History lesson.
Let us begin with the story of Hugo Kupka, or the permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian government, to give him his formal title. In a republic founded on commerce, there could hardly be a more influential position. It has granted him both extraordinary wealth and extraordinary power. Not that he ever wanted for the latter. Being Titan's dominant, he is also Dalmekia's last line of defense, a fact he has used to his considerable advantage. Why, he was even able to pry Drake's Fang, one of the pillars of the Republic, from Parliament's grip. And he was quick to buy the loyalty of the Fang's protectors. Today they are his faithful creatures, a private army in all but name. The self-same army that marches upon Rosarian soil as we speak.
Makes me
By
think of
which
those
I
guys
mean
that when he snapped his
Imperial
fingers, they let the
soil,
Empress into the
not
room.
that you
I'm
need
thinking they work
reminding
for
of
him.
the fact. Suffice it to say, the Empire's attentions are elsewhere at present, deadlocked as it is with Dalmekia over its occupation of the Crystalline Dominion, where its legions are now gathered. Scarcely a handful of garrisons remain to secure its western provinces, and half of them left after the fall of Drake's Breath. With the threat of the Ironblood thus diminished, they had little cause to fear a maritime invasion. And so today, only a token force guards the former duchy's shores, as Kupka was quick to descry. He landed his troops on the Rosarian coast without encountering so much as a single ship. All for you, Clive. He wants your head. And so he and his men advance upon Rosalith, not to capture the province, but to draw you out.
Highland says, hey Muck, remember when I had COVID? Now I just got my wisdom teeth removed today, so my mouth is set and my tongue is like a brick. I've had my wisdom teeth pulled, I remember.
You said Kupka's forces sailed up the coast. What of Port Isolde then? Is the city safe? Quite, according to the Guardians of the Flame. The Dalmekian fleet floated by without incident, but not without remark. When they learned Kupka's forces were making for Rosalith, our friends were quick to begin arranging the exodus of her citizens. And so the stage will soon be set for your heroic homecoming. Alas, it will be a more trying task to enter the capital than it was to leave it. Hugo's men hold Buett Bridge, despite the Imperials' repeated attempts to wrest it back from their grasp. And they were careful not to repeat the Empire's mistake in neglecting their coastal defenses. The seas around Rosalith are firmly under Dalmekian control. So tell me, pupil mine, what do you believe to be the best route to Rosalith?
The north. We cross the northern border near Phoenix Gate, then take the road through Stillwind down to the capital. Hardly the quickest route, but at least we won't be spotted.
A little local knowledge goes a long way. And so must you.
We'd best get a move on then.
Oh, will you be going too?
Aye. I've been waiting a long time to give that fucker a taste of his own medicine. I would have missed this for the world.
All right. We should be on our way.
Lead on.
Gav finally gets to go out on a mission with us. Sup, Monkey Chat? Sup, is it guy? Crimson Wolf says, to other FF fans, is FF15 worth it? I've only ever played 14 for 50 hours. I didn't like it. I haven't played 15. I don't know. Is that the one where it's like a boy band? Rosalith.
Fortify the castle gates at once.
Hugo and his men have been busy. They've already breached the castle's outer wall. The Imperials are holding the ground for now, but it's only a matter of time before the keep falls. Those fuckers really went to town on this place. Almost like they want to wipe it off the map.
Just a means to an end.
A toy chocobo?
All this for one man? They didn't have to go so far.
If you keep your wits about you, I reckon you can make it up to the castle without raising the alarm. I'll sniff out any townsfolk who haven't escaped yet and send them on their way.
Be careful.
Likewise. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I mean, you wouldn't turn into a Freet. I'm gonna do that. Dude, I hope we get to see a Freet versus Titan. The Ifrit versus, who was it I fought? Not Ultima. The thing before Ultima. Was really fun. Garuda? Typhon. Oh, yeah, Typhon. That was the thing I fought. That was a really fun fight.
I thought I was ready for this, but...
I know. It's like a nightmare. This was our home. Come on, Clive. We have to keep going.
Chocobo? No. Dog. Capital punishment.
This isn't an invasion. It's a massacre.
He'll stop at nothing, Clive. Nothing.
Why do I do this?
Clive, we can get through here.
Protect. Some opponents will cast protect spells to raise a defensive barrier around their allies that shields them from melee attacks. When engaging protected targets, identified by the icon above their head, avoid using your sword. Instead, employ magic to quickly and efficiently dispel the barrier.
It's murderous!
There's only one fitting punishment.